And we're done with this? Okay, awesome. All right, so guys, last stretch here. We're going to talk about the slope-intercept form of a line. And again, y'all, this part is important too. I really thought those other problems dealing with, like, can we figure out the application of it? I think that's probably the most important part because, again, that was a lot of stuff that I saw on the test itself. But I know that they do have questions like these too. So, y'all, we have something called the slope-intercept equation, okay? And the slope-intercept equation, y'all, looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. The important thing here, y'all, m is the slope. M, y'all, is the number in front of my x. And then the point 0 and b, always 0 and b, and that's where my b comes from. Excuse me, that's going to be my y-intercept. So, y'all, what I'm doing in these problems here is pretty much a stare and compare type thing. I'm going to look at this part right here, and I'm going to look at that part right there. And we want to find two things. We want to find our slope, and we want to find our y-intercept, okay? So the slope is the number m, and then my y-intercept, y'all, is the point 0 and b. Sorry, let me get rid of my email because it'll keep dinging, okay? So let me go like that. Boom. There we go. Okay, come back this way. Here we go. All right. So, y'all, remember, m is the number in front of my x. Y'all, well, the number in front of my x is 2/3, right? And then my y-intercept, y'all, is the point 0 and b, 0 and 5, okay? And that's all I'm doing. I'm just doing a little stare and compare. What's my slope? What's my y-intercept? Okay. Y'all, I'm going to do the same thing with this next problem. Okay. But the first thing I'm going to do, because I can't see it anymore since I moved down, is this is the equation that I'm basically working with. Okay. So, y'all, this equation, the slope-intercept equation, y'all remember the equation has the y by itself. What I really want to do here, y'all, I want to take this 3x and I want to move it over there. When we move that 3x over, y'all, it's going to become positive, and then my 2 is already positive, okay? So I want us to do the same thing. I want to see if we can find the slope. Remember, y'all, the slope is just the number in front of my x. In this case, it's 3. My y-intercept, y'all, 0 and 2, okay? So we got that part, okay? Let's do part C, okay? So, y'all, again, in part C, this is what I'm going to think about. I'm going to think about y equals mx plus b. Again, y'all, notice the equation is solved for the letter y. Y'all, the way I'm going to solve this one, I'm actually going to take this negative 4y and move it that way. So 3x is equal to 4. When I move the across the equal sign, y'all, my 4y becomes positive, okay? The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this 4 and I'm going to move it back that way. So 3x minus 4 equals 4y. And then the last thing I'm going to do here, y'all, I'm going to divide everything here by the number 4, okay? So when I do that, I'm just going to write this part first. So I'm going to write y, there it is. Y'all, I cannot break that fraction down. So I'm going to leave it as 3 over 4 with an x minus, right here, y'all, 4 divided by 4 is the number 1, right? Okay, so let's see, can we find our m? Y'all remember, m is the number in front of the x. Hey, in this case, it's just the number 3 over 4. Okay. And then my y-intercept, y'all, 0 and whatever the number b is. Well, my number b here, y'all, 0 and minus 1. Okay. So there's my slope and there's my y-intercept. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And it says, can we write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form? Okay. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to go, can I think about this? Y equals mx plus b. Okay. Well, look, they gave me a number for m. Sorry. They gave me a number for m and they gave me a number for b. So y'all, I'm going to write y equals m, which in this case was 5 with an x, plus b. B was the number 3. Okay. That's all I'm really doing there, y'all. Okay. All right. Let me scroll down a little bit more. I'll do the same thing here, y'all. I'm going to write y equals mx plus b. So y equals m. They gave me a number for m. They said m was 2/3. So we're going to write 2/3 with an x plus b. Y'all, b was 0. I don't need to write anything. We can just leave it like this. Y equals 2/3 x. Okay. And there's my equation. Y'all, let me scroll down a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so y'all, what we're going to do in these problems, excuse me, we're going to graph using the slope-intercept method. Okay. So again, y'all, just as a reminder of what I'm talking about here, I'm thinking about this y equals mx plus b form. Okay. All right. First thing I'm going to do, y'all, I want to find my point 0 and b. Okay. This is going to be what I call my starting point. Okay. My starting point. So y'all, in this case, 0 and b is the number -1. Okay. So y'all, first thing I'm going to do, I want to know where is the point 0, -1. It means don't go to the left and don't go to the right, and just go down a -1. Okay. Number 2, let's find our slope. Remember, y'all, slope either the rise or the fall over the run. Okay, so m, the number in front of my x, is the slope. Y'all, the number in front of my x, -4. I'm going to think about that, y'all, as -4 over 1, because I can think about any whole number as being over 1, or any integer being over 1. Okay. All right, so -4 over 1. What does that mean we're going to do? It means we're going to fall. So look, y'all, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the right 1. There's my line. Y'all, if you notice my line's going down because our slope was negative, right? And again, what did I do? I went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over to 1, right? And that's all we're really doing there, y'all. So drawing a line with the slope-intercept form, we always start, y'all, step number 1. Sorry, my pen's freezing. Okay, we always start with our starting point, 0 and b, and then we use the slope. Come on, pen. Oh, come on. We use the slope to find an additional point, okay? Look, let's try this. Excuse me. Let's try that with this one here. Okay, first thing, y'all, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to think about this y equals mx plus b form. Okay. Okay, so I want to get the letter y by itself. First thing, y'all, I'm going to do, I'm going to move that 2x over. So I get a 5y. When I move the 2x over, y'all, it becomes positive. Okay, we're crossing the equal sign. Sign of my number is going to change. Step number 2, we're going to divide everything by 5. Okay. Sorry, guys, my pen's freezing up here a little bit. Okay. All right, so look, y'all, we have y equals 2 over 5 with an x minus 10 divided by 5 is 2. Okay. Now, let's do this. Let's find our point 0 and b, because that's my starting point. Y'all, in this case, 0 and -2. Okay. So let me find my point 0 and -2. It means don't go to the left or the right, but come down here to 2. Okay. Step number 2, let's find our m. Let's find our m. Remember, y'all, it's either the rise or the fall over the run. In this case, y'all, my m is 2 over 5, right? So this is my rise. It's positive, so it's the rise over the run. So from the point where we were located, we're going to rise 2 spaces. So look, y'all, 1, 2. And then we're going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. Boom, there's my line. Okay. We rose up 2 spaces and we ran over 5 and we got our line, right? So again, we were able to draw it by moving those points, okay? All right, let me see if I can scroll down a little bit further. Okay, I got another one, very similar, y'all. Okay. So, sorry guys, my pen's freezing up a whole lot today. Y equals mx plus b, okay? Here we go. And y'all, we have a y equals -3x. Okay, so first thing, what's my point 0 and b? Y'all, my point, oh, let me see. I may need to change my battery here, guys. Give me 1 second. I got an extra battery here. Usually that's what it is. So let's see. I got a spare. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, let's try this. All right, let's see now. Boom, perfect. We're back in business. Okay, so look, y'all, my y-intercept 0 and b. If there's nothing over here, y'all, that's going to be the point 0 and 0. Okay, so where's the point 0, 0? Right here in the middle, right? Boom. Okay. Step number 2, what's my m? Y'all remember, m is the number in front of the x. In this case, -3. I can always think about it, -3 over 1. Y'all, since it is negative, remember, this is my fall over my run. So I'm going to fall 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to run over 1. Boom. And there's my line, okay? Good, good, good. Y'all, let me scroll down a little bit further, okay? And y'all, for these problems, I'm not gonna do every single one of them just because I am running out of time a little bit, and I want to make sure I get to this business on the square roots, okay? So look, let's do this. It says, find the equation of a line that has a given slope and passes through the given point. Okay, so y'all, I'm actually going to do this one first. I'm going to do this one and I'll hold off on that one. If I have more time, guys, I'll come back and do it. Okay. What I want to think about, y'all, I want to think about this idea of y equals mx plus b. Okay. Y'all, I want you to notice something. We already have a number for m, right? When we have a point, y'all, every point is always written in the form x and y. So what I want to do is I want to take these numbers that I have here and I'm going to plug them in where I have my x, where my y, and my m is. Okay, so look, y'all, here we have y. Y we said was the number 1. Okay, then we have the letter m. We said the letter m is the number 4. Right next to it, excuse me, we have the letter x. Y'all, we said the number x is the number 1 plus b. Okay, so right here, y'all, I need to find the letter for b. -4 times 1, -4 plus b. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and add 4 to both sides. Okay. So 1 plus 4, y'all, that's going to give me 5. Okay. So look, we found a value for b. We know b is 5. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to come back over here. We already knew that m was, excuse me, m was -4 because they gave us that. We just found our number for b to be 5. What I'd like for us to do is come back over here and see, can we write out that equation now? I bet you we can. We're just going to fill in the numbers for m and for b, y'all. Y equals m. Hey, we got m to be 5 with an x. I'm sorry, we got m to be -4. Sorry, that was given to us. Y equals -4 with an x plus the number for b, which we just found to be 5. And we're done. Okay. So again, that's all I'm really doing here, y'all. Just plugging in my number for m, plugging in my number for x and y, and then finding out what's going to be our number for b. Okay. Let me scroll down here, y'all, a little bit further. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go through this process, y'all, and find the equation of the line passing through the given points. Now, y'all, the main difference in these problems and the one we just did, in this one, y'all, they gave me the number for m. I know I didn't do this one, but I would do it the same way. They gave me the number for m. Y'all, in these problems, I don't know what my m is, okay? Look, let's do this one because this one has more numbers. First thing I want us to do, y'all, I want us to find our m, okay? Y'all, just like we did earlier, I'm going to call that my x1 and my y1. I'm going to call that my x2 and my y2, okay? So I'm going to see, what do we got here? Okay, my number y2 is the number 2, right? Minus my number y1. Y'all, my number y1, -19. Okay. Then my number x2. My number x2, also the number 2, minus my number x1, -1. Okay. Right here, y'all, minus and minus becomes plus. 2 and 19 is 21. Minus and minus also becomes plus. That's 3. 21 divided by 3, y'all, is just 7. Okay. So, y'all, we just found our number m to be 7, right? Now, y'all, we have 2 points here. we can use either one of those 2 points. Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to use this point just because those numbers are small and pretty easy breezy cover girl type numbers, right? So look, y'all, if I come back over here and I say, look, remember my equation looks like this, y equals mx plus b, and we just found a number for m, and we know a number for x, and we know a number for y. Let's plug those numbers in. Y'all, where the y used to be, I'm going to plug in it too. My number m, we just found that right now, y'all, to be the number 7. My number x, also the number 2 plus b. So 7 times 2, y'all, that's 14 plus b. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and minus 14 on both sides. 2 minus 14, y'all, negative 12 equals b. Okay. All right, last step right here, y'all. We're going to write out the equation, and y equals mx plus b. Okay. So y equals m. Hey, we just found that right now. That was 7 with an x plus b, and that is a minus 12. Okay. And we got our equations written. Okay. So y'all, the only difference from this problem, the one we did a little while ago, we had to do this extra step of finding the n. And then once we did, we were able to finish it off. Okay. All right. So y'all, this is the last part we got here. Square roots and the Pythagorean theorem. So y'all, one thing I want to point out here, sorry, let me come back here. Guys, we have that multiplication table. So I'm going to use my multiplication table here, y'all. Again, one of the things I like about my multiplication table is that if I look at it, y'all, the numbers on this diagonal, those are all my perfect squares, right? So if I would ask you, what's the square root of 169? You could just go up and say it's 13. If I said, what's the square root of 289? You could go up and say, hey, that's just 17, okay? But it's really helpful, y'all, because now when I come back over here and I say, like, look, let's simplify some of these things. Let's figure out what the answer is. What's the square root of 25? Most of us know that's 5, right? What's the square root of 49? Again, most of us know, hey, that's going to be 7, right? Because 5 times 5 is 25. 7 times 7 is 49. Y'all, when I have a problem like this that has a fraction, I'm going to just do it in pieces. What's the square root of 25? Hey, we said that was 5. What was the square root of 36? That would be 6, okay? And the same thing here. What's the square root of 4 over 9? Well, the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 9 is 3. And then down here, what's the square root of 81? Boom, that's just going to be 9, right? So again, I'm just finding my square roots. Again, y'all, I can always come back and look at my table, right? What's the square root of 9? 3. What's the square root of 4? 2. What's the square root of 36? So you can either go up or you can go to the left, 6, right? But you're going to still find those numbers, okay? Now, y'all, for these types of problems, what they're asking me to do here, y'all, is they're asking me to round this to the nearest thousands, which is 3 decimal places. So on your calculator, what you would do here is we would hit the number 7. And on this calculator, we hit the square root button. And I'm going to go to 3 decimal places, y'all. So 2645, right? But look, y'all, the number to the right of the 5 is a 7. So that means I need to round that 5 up. So right here, y'all, I'm going to say 2.646. Approximate looks like this, y'all. Kind of have these little squigglies. Little squigglies means it's kind of equal to that, right? Obviously, if I look at my square root, man, there's a whole bunch of other numbers. So that's why we have that little squiggly. Okay. 54, I'm going to do the same thing here, y'all. So I'm going to take my calculator, 54. I'm going to hit the little square root button. I'm still going at 3 decimal places. Y'all, 348, I'm going to leave it as an 8 because that guy is a 4, right? So 7.348. Okay. Okay, y'all, for these next 2 problems here, it says determine what 2 whole numbers each square root is in between. Y'all, the way I'm going to do this here, I'm going to look at 40, okay? I'm going to look at my multiplication table here, y'all. I want you to follow along on the diagonal, okay? 40 would be between which of these numbers on the diagonal? Well, 40 would be between 36 and 49, right? 40 is a number between those 2 right there. Since 40 is between those 2 numbers, y'all, then the square root of 40 would be a number between 6 and 7, right? So that's what we're saying here. This is going to be a number somewhere between 6, sorry, and 7, right? And if you're saying, how do I know that? Because look, y'all, if I take 40 and hit the square root, look, 6 point something, right? Again, why? Because 40 is somewhere between 36 and 49. And I know the square root of 36 is 6, and I know the square root of 49 is 7. So 40 would have to be a number somewhere between 6 and 7, right? And y'all, we could do the same thing here. Look, 13. So guys, if I come back to my chart, 13. 13 is a number somewhere between 9 and 16, right? And I know the square root of 9 is 3, and I know the square root of 16 is 4. So this is going to be a number somewhere, y'all. Come on, pen. Somewhere between 3 and 4. Okay. All righty. So, y'all, last part we got here. This is the final stretch. Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so y'all, I'm guessing that everybody has seen this at some point in time, right? Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. If there's one thing we remember from high school math, hopefully it's that one. Okay, y'all, Pythagorean theorem. What's important is the side across the little box there. That's going to be my c. You can call this one A and this one B, or you can switch them around. You can call this one B and this one A. It doesn't make any difference, but C always the one across the 90-degree angle, okay? So look, I'm going to scroll down this way, and it says, can we find the unknown length in each triangle round to our nearest thousands? Okay, so look, y'all, my formula, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Guys, I'm going to call that A. I'm going to call that B. This side here, opposite, that's got to be my C. Okay, so we're going to say 5 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared. Okay. All right, 5 squared, y'all, is 25. Sorry, guys, 25. 12 squared is 144 equals C squared. Let's see, what's 144 plus 25? 169, okay? Now, y'all, to find C, what we're going to do is we're going to say we need to take the square root of the number 169, okay? Y'all, a couple of ways you can do this. One way, you can look at the chart. Do I see 169 on there? Yep, there it is. What number is it? 13, okay? The other thing we could do, y'all, we could take our calculator, 169, hit the square root button, boom, there's my 13. Okay. Y'all, in this problem, I didn't need to do any rounding because we came up with a real pretty number, right? Now, let's try this next one over here. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing, guys. I'm going to write out my formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Okay. Y'all, again, remember, boom, that's my C. Why don't we call this guy A, call that guy B. Okay. So look, y'all, where the A used to be, I'm going to put 10 squared. I don't know what B is, y'all, so I'm going to leave that alone. Where the C was, I'm going to put 12 squared. That's 100 plus B squared equals, that's 144. Y'all, I'm going to subtract 100 on both sides. B squared equals 44. Again, y'all, to find my answer for B, I'm going to take the square root of this number, okay? 44, square root it. Y'all, I'm going to go to 3 decimal places, okay? 6.633. Okay, oops, sorry. So B equals, or approximately, let me put the little approximation symbol, 6.633 centimeters here, okay? So that's what we got. And that's how we use the Pythagorean theorem, okay? Let's see, what else we got here, y'all? Okay, we got another couple of problems. Let's do these. So look, y'all, in this next problem here, we have the legs. Again, y'all, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to write down my formula, right? A squared, B squared equals C squared. Y'all, we can call that A, we can call that B, and we don't know what C is, okay? So right here, y'all, I'm going to put 3 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. Okay? So y'all, 3 when we square it, that's 9. 4 when I square it is 16. Okay? 9 and 16, y'all, is 25. So to find my value of C, y'all, I got to take the square root of 25. Boom. That's just 5, right? All right, y'all, I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. Okay, and right here, look, let's call this guy A. The hypotenuse, y'all, is C. I don't know the answer for B. Okay, again, y'all, first thing, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Okay, so look, y'all, A squared, A we said was 5. 5 squared plus B squared, I don't know what it is, equals 13 squared. That's 25. B squared, 13 squared, y'all, 169. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and minus 25 on both sides. That should give me 144. Last step, y'all, I got to take the square root of 144, and that comes out nice and pretty, y'all, to the number 12. Okay, to the number 12. But again, y'all, Pythagorean theorem, usually pretty straightforward, right? Just kind of using that A squared plus B squared equals C squared formula. Let's see, do we got anything else? Oh, let's see, I think something else. Here we go, y'all. So it looks like I got maybe one more problem. Yeah, it looks like we just got one last one here, y'all. Oh, wait, there's a couple. Here's two. Sorry, I missed this one here. Okay, let's take a look at this one about the tent. Y'all, it says a guy rope is attached to the top of a tent pole. Okay, tent pole is 8 feet tall. If the guy rope is pegged into the ground 5 feet from the tent, how long is the guy rope? Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on here. We got a tent pole, y'all, that's 8 feet tall. So here's my thing. This is 8 feet. Okay. And then we have a rope that goes from the top down to the ground. Okay. Okay. Now, where it's tagged into the ground, y'all, we said that distance from here to here is 5 feet. Y'all, again, if you notice, here's my right triangle. That's my side that's C, right? So again, first thing I'm going to do, y'all, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Okay. So look, y'all, 8 squared plus 5 squared equals C squared. That's 64. 5 squared is 25. Okay. 64 and 25, y'all, should be something like 89. Okay. And then you go, remember, to solve for C, I take the square root of 89. Okay. So y'all, 89 square root it. Again, y'all, I'm going to go to 3 decimal places here. 9.43. I'm going to have to change this 3, y'all, to a 4 because that guy was a 9, right? So 9.434. Yeah, 9.434. 9.434 with a little feet, right? Because we're talking about feet here. Alrighty, y'all, don't be sad. Last problem, right? Okay, so it says a baseball is a diamond is actually a square that's 90 feet on each side. So look, y'all, I'm going to draw a square. My square is going to look like this. 90 feet, 90 feet, 90 feet, 90 feet. Okay, so let's take a look. If a catcher throws a ball to second base 4 feet from home plate along the line to third base. Okay, so hold on. Let's stop right there. So a catcher is going to throw the ball to second base. Okay, so we're going to throw it here. Okay, and we are 14 feet from home plate. Home plate. So look, y'all, that's home plate. Right here, we're 14 feet. Okay, the distance from here to here is 14 feet. How far would the catcher's throw be? So look, y'all, I'm throwing the ball this way. Okay. First thing I need to figure out, y'all, how far is it from here to here? Okay. We know the whole thing is 90, right? If that's 14, couldn't we take 90 minus 14? That's going to give me 76, y'all. And this piece is 90. Look, here's my right triangle. Boom, there's my C. Okay. Okay, y'all. Sorry. We're going to go like this. That's my A. That's my B. So, y'all, formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So 90 squared. B, 76 squared equals C squared. Okay. So let's take a look. Big numbers here, y'all. 90 squared, 8,100. Okay. 76. Oops. 76. Come on. 76. Why does it want to hit 6? There we go. Squared. 5776 equals C squared. Okay. Oh, my pen's messing up today, y'all, so much. Let's add those numbers together. So 8,100 and add it to that number. 13,876. Okay. So C squared is equal to 13,876. Okay, y'all, two things here. There's a couple things you're asking me to find. We want to know the exact distance and then approximately to the nearest thousands. Let's do the approximation first because we know how we can do that. We can take the square root of our answer to 3 decimal places, y'all. I'm coming up with 117.796. So 117.796. Okay, now how do I find my approximation? Remember what we're doing, y'all. We are taking the square root of this number. Okay, so y'all, when I had asked you earlier, what was the square root of 25? We all said 5, right? Why? Because when we have a pair of 5s, we get the number 25. Okay, y'all, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start to break down this number. The first thing I know about 13,876, y'all, is that we can divide it by 2. It's an even number, right? So let's divide it by 2. Okay, boom, 6938. So 26938. Okay, y'all, I can divide that number by 2 again also. Okay, 3469. So 2 and 3469. Now I can't divide this number by 2, but I'm curious. Can I divide it by 3? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. Can I divide it by, I can't go by 5. Can I go by 7? Nope. Okay. All right. Can I go, 3469. Can I divide it by 11? Nope. Okay. Okay. If I can't go 11, can I divide it by 13? Nope. Okay. Let's see. Can I divide it by maybe 17? Okay. Nope. Okay. Can I divide it by, let me see, 19? Nope. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to keep playing this game for a little bit, okay? Can I divide it by 23? Nope. Okay. Can I divide it by, let me think, 29? Nope. Okay. I know it's kind of tedious, right? Look, y'all, I'm going to keep playing this game. Can I divide it by 31? Nope. Okay. Can I divide it by, let me think, 37? Nope. Okay. I'm going to try just a couple more, y'all. 41? Nope. Can I divide it by 43? Nope. Okay, y'all, I don't think we can break that down anymore. So what we would do here is we say, look, we're taking the square root. Y'all, the square root means we're getting pairs. What number do we got a pair of? We got a pair of 2s. That 2 gets to come outside. This guy cannot be broken down anymore, y'all. So that stays inside my square root. And this right here, guys, I'm going to write it over here. That is what we call our exact distance. 2 times the square root of 3469. Okay. So when we're talking about exact distance, that's what we're referring to, y'all. We're just talking about how would we break down that number. Again, the square root means we're getting pairs. When we broke it down, we got a pair of 2s, and then I just could not break down 3469, okay? So that's what we ended up doing there. All right, y'all, that is the whole dealio, okay? So again, I will double check, guys, on the testing dates. And once I get that information, I will send out an announcement. I'm hoping to get it by today. And then, guys, I'm going to wish you the best of luck. Let me go ahead and stop recording.